Hello, good evening, guys, and welcome to our first session in our subject ITPE 1. So we are now on Module 1 and Chapter 1 of our subject, and it is entitled Introduction to Object-Oriented Programming in Java. So first things first, this evening, our objectives are as follows. Number 1, we are going to discuss object-oriented programming and software development. We're going to value object-oriented programming and software development, and understand object-oriented programming and software development. So under Java classes and objects, before we discuss it, when we speak about Java classes and objects, this is a Java is an object-oriented programming, and everything in Java is associated with classes and objects. So Java is actually revolving around those two, no? Sa classes kag sa objects. So take note about that. And then along with its attributes and methods. So for example, in real life, a car is an object, no? So our example is the car. And the car, being an object, has attributes. So attributes are as follows. Ang weight niya, may weight siya. Ang color niya, ang method, such as drive and brake. Pero a class is an object constructor or a blueprint for creating objects. So that's how are you going to discuss or to define Java classes and objects. Now, for creating a class, what you're going to do is use the keyword. No, for the keyword for the classes, you have main.java in our example here. Then create a class named main with a variable x. So under the box, the red box, you can see there public class main, open parentheses, and then for the next line, int x is equivalent to 5, and then close parentheses. So that's how are you going to create a class. Now that is a 3-line code. So observing Java, it's similar to your C# in some way. And this is counted as one line, public class main, open parentheses. This is the second line, which is the int x is equivalent to 5. Now, when we speak about int, this is a declaration for an integer. So, ang x nga daya, gin-declare na siya nga integer. And an integer is a counting number in programming. So, in programming, integer is a counting number. That means to say, anything that you can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those are integers. And then the last one is the closing part of the body, which is the close brace. Okay, so move on. If you are going to create a class, you may also create an object. Now, in our example, kagina, you have public class main, open parentheses, and integer is equivalent to 5. So that is the two lines that we have kagina, including the close parentheses. But this one, since we are going to create an object, may sugpon siya sa dalom nga public static void main. And then this is the creation of an object. So your object there is my object sa main. But before that, you have the public static void main. So this is the header. And then you declare it as strings. When we speak about string is a combination of letters and numbers. So it may be that your input is either a number or a letter. So that is a string is a combination of letters and numbers. And then you enclose it to ARJS, which is the standard for Java compounded line statement. Then the open parentheses, which is now the start of the program. So the start of the subprogram main, my object is here, sa main. So my OBG is the, my OBG here is the object. Now you're going to present that in your main and then present it as an output. As you can see here, paano ninyo ma-determine ang output ninyo? Your output is on the line system.out.println. Enclosed it in my obj.x. So this line here sa system out print line, anything that is being put as an output for any programming language on the print line statement is the output. So meaning to say, ang my obj ninyo is the output, no? So ang duwa ang closing parentheses, ang closing braces ninyo just because you have an array inside the program. So you have the first part of the body of the program and the second part is inside it. So sa sulod niya. That's why nga duwa ang close parentheses ninyo. So that is how are you going to create an object. In creating a class, so this is a simple class and then ang object is sa sulod ka class ninyo. Okay. Now, for creating multiple objects, the difference between the two, ang daya di kagina sa create an object and the multiple object here is you can see that duwa doon yung object ninyo gin-declare. So the same man siya nga line. However, you have two objects, object 1 and object 2. So for object 1, we have obj1, my obj1, and then sa main my obj2 is the second object. So the same line sa print line. However, ang enclosement ka object 1 kag object 2 is different. So gin-declare mo siya nga isa pagid ka line dia. And then the close parentheses. The close brace in which the close brace depicts the end of the program. Okay, so multiple classes na naman kita. So for multiple classes, ang kagina sa Java, main.java naton we have here. And then ang ginsugpon lang gid naton is ang second Java. So what we're going to do is to create an object of a class and access it in another class. So this is often used for better organization of classes. Ay, do pareho man da guys ang classes nga pwede niyo sa matangkas bala. May isa ka dun ka program maginhimo and then the other one will be your the second class. So that is why ang ngaran niya is second.java. Pero kung i-run niyo siya, kung i-run niyo, actually the output is similar to this one. This one. So hello world sa Java class methods karon. So you can see here hello world anang output. And then duwa man ka bilog again sugpon ninyo. Okay? So that is using multiple classes. Now for your case study, for your activity number 1, guys, what we're going to do is you're going to refer to your figure 1, that is classes and objects in your module, ha? So module 1. By the way, your module 1 is deployed already in your Google Classroom. You can check it out so that you can create your activity. And then write the case study using the format provided by your professor during the lecture. So this is the format. Introduction. Sa introduction ninyo, you put there the background and the key points or operations about the case. Then you have the evaluation. So duwa ang evaluation ninyo, internal evaluation and external evaluation. For the solution, you can put there the theories that is being by persons in authority. And the researches kung may dayan sa researches. So din ka mo makadto sa Google. So you Google that and then copy paste. Pero hindi tanan guys. Ang lang gid ang importante lang guys nga and then you put there the references sa dalom karon and then the conclusion. So you have the conclusion and then the references. So that is about your activity number 1, guys. The deadline for activity ninyo 1 and 2 will be on Saturday at 11:59 a.m. So sa aga. So last sem ang naton is Friday. Usually ang module can be deployed on Monday and then the deadline will be Friday. Pero today, right now, ang natin this sem is Saturday sa Udto. So those are some changes that we will be having. And then later on, we will discuss some changes also, including your Google Classroom and the use of your ISCOF.edu accounts. Okay? Now for Java class methods, as you can see, for Java class methods, you can create a method named my method in main. So this one is the code. So public class main and then static void my method. If you will notice the static void na statement, This static void means ang inyo ninyo is ang magambal ka mo static void in Java programming is this is um, a label for the void statement which is found on your local variable. So the declaration for the local variable is static, meaning to say dyan lang siya nag-stay sa inyong program within the class. It doesn't have any effect to the other program ang sa dalom. So this one. However, what does it do is it exemplifies the program into the print statement depending on what output you're going to show. So like for example, ang output natin is hello world. So expectedly, ang itsura na sa hello world is this one. So if you're going to consider two slashes symbol, this refers to ang comment. So wala na siya gina-count sa kung mag-compile ka mo. So later on, you will notice that how are you going to do that? You encode it in an IDE para yung kinobra nyo last sem. And then screenshot the code and then at the same time screenshot also the output. No? Pero we will not be having programming until chapter 3. So mahulat kita chapter 3 and then that's the time that you're going to have the programming done. Okay? So the same thing sa example sa Dalom, what they did is to have two public classes. So duwa, isang class main mo is gin-declare dia, and then you have a public static void main ang subclass. Paano nangin subclass ang sa Dalom nga code? It's because kita nyo ang parentheses. So ang muday pala tandaan ninyo. So this one is the first. Ang first nga statement is ang naka-enclose siya sa dia. So meaning to say ang dia nga static void diyan na kada di guys nga nga dang gina-affectuhan sa code. Ang anang dia is until this one. So no hasta digid sa dalom gid sa dia. Kay ang anang nga dia sa first sa second is hasta man di sa may piya ka nga nga code. So amo da nga pwede mo mahambal nga subcode na siya. Kay duwa ka public ka class ang ginobran ninyo. Isa naka class main, isa naka static void. Pero it's like in C#, it's like your looping statement also. So more or less do pareho sa dagawa. Ang lain lang gid is ang code ninyo nga ginbutang sa statements. Now in using multiple classes, in multiple classes we have ang main Java ninyo kag ang second Java no. Pareho kagina sa tong car ninyo. So nag-create ka classes, multiple classes. Kay ang imo nga value nga ginbutang is ang variable mo nga ginbutang is this one. Full throttle for the main. Then integer declare mo ang integer ang max speed. And then ang max speed ninyo is ginbutang mo sa output. So amo na sa main. And then the second value nga ginbutang mo is ang my car, the same kagina. And then ang full throttle nga ginbutang mo di sa code, the same man di. So anything nga naga-affect sa first main Java, sa main ninyo, sa second Java, the same man da. So depended as a declaration kung ginbutang. And then depende sa value kung pira siya. So the value nga ginbutang mo is 200 and then that will be the output. So as you can see, amo dyan yung output ninyo guys. So when both files has been compiled, ang tsura niya is amo dyan na. Then, in running the second Java file, amo degwa na. And then the output will be this one. So the car is going as fast as it can, and then the maximum speed is 200. So that's about it. Expectations, amo degwa na. Ang obrahon, coding. So later on. However, you have also your activity number 2. How are you going to do this? You're going to refer to CLI or to the command line interface. May dyan kita nga picture sa CLI, dyan sa module ninyo guys. And then, what you're going to do is to create a pic collage. No? So, for pic collage, what you're going to do is to look for pictures, ginatagpi nyo sa isa ka page. At the same time, may mga label. So, ang isa ka picture, nakabutang may label, and then butangan, sampawan ka, ilain nga picture nga may label. And then, hasta nakahimo ka mo ka collage. So, the collage can be made through your Microsoft Word, pero you just convert it to PDF. So same with the activity number 1. If you have time, you can convert it to PDF so that madasig yung pag-load niya sa Google Classroom natin. So you will pass it on our Google Classroom. Later on, I will have a walkthrough of our Google Classroom, okay? Now, for the question of the day, what hand gesture did I made during the first session? So I think ang hand gesture nga i-present ko kaninyo tulad is peace sign. Okay, so what about ang code of the day? This is your code of the day is I will open the code of the day karon sa inyong Google Classroom. Tuya ka mo masabat ka pamangkot. So the pamangkot is what hand gesture did I made during our first session? Peace sign. So peace sign ibutang ninyo tuya sa ano naton sa dang Google Classroom. Pangitaon ninyo ang code of the day. And then para sa ano ng code of the day, ang code of the day is your attendance for this session. So anything tanan-tanan yun yung activity gali guys sa Google Classroom doon naka-revolve. Yeah, inyong quizzes, yeah, inyong activity kag mga major exam, your prelim ninyo kag final exam. So sa ano na siya, sa Google Classroom na ninyo daan nakabutang doon. So expectedly, tuya ka mo guys ma-perform. Tanan-tanan ninyo graded na. That is why ang dapat gagamit ka mo ka .edu account ninyo gid ka ISCOF.edu account. Hindi pwede nga ang activity ninyo ipasakop nyo sa classmate ninyo. So hindi pwede kay because na-assign ka mo ka isa ka email address and then that email address corresponding to your grade. So hindi pwede nga sakupay or ano. So dapat samtang mag-exam kita or mag-activity inyo nga email address gid gamiton ninyo. Kay kung hindi ka mo mag-redan. Okay. So ang question of the day later on I will open it in our Google Classroom around 7 p.m. karon burbay. And then you have until 10 o'clock to answer the question there. Okay? Ang kaginang aga, mga classmate ninyo nga nag-attend man sa first session, we made it a point nga duwa ka klase kita kay nang aga kag ang dukaron para nga makita naton yung mga classmate ninyo nga hindi ka attend kaginang aga tulad ka mo ma-attend. Ang kamo man guys kung hindi ka mo ka-attend karang kaginang aga tulad ka mo ma-attend sa gabi. So kundi lang ang convenient kaninyo amo da. Pero anda nga code of the day lain sa inyo nga code of the day. So ang inyo nga code of the day is peace sign. Okay? I think that is all, no? So my last words are ad astra per sapientia to the stars through knowledge. So thank you. That ends my presentation. And we're going to discuss about some things, no? I'm very glad that we have more students coming in right now, 16 of you. Although you are, I don't know how many are you. Ano ko lang, anay. However, ang Google Classroom natin daw 16 pa lang kamo guys na kaya to ya. So palihog kung wala pa kamo nakasulod sa Google Classroom natin sulod na kamo kay ang activity natin may activity 1 na kita. So graded ang tanan ninyong activities ang ninyo karon ang code of the day which is your attendance. And on Friday gali what I'm going to put there your quiz, and then your quiz is about 20% of your grade, and your quiz will be opened at around 10 a.m. sa aga, alas 10. So and you have until midnight hasta magabi para masabtan niya quiz naton. Ang quiz nga da is multiple choice man. So kung pareho nga nakabuol ka mo ka exam ninyo midterm kag final karang nagligad nga sem, so it's that similar pero quiz lang siya 1 to 10 lang gid items. So pulo lang. So sabtan ninyo datong quiz and that is 20% of your grade. Now we are going to have a walkthrough of our Google Classroom. So let me present to you my entire screen so that we can actually I will okay, so our Google Classroom is, let me google.com. Okay, so na-close siguro kay na yung Google Classroom, no? So why ko ka prepare. Anyway, guys, this is our Google Classroom. So we have our ITPE 1 OOP. As you will see, this is the stream of our Google Classroom. So anything activity is posted here. And then for our other announcements, I can also put it here. Pero most of the time, our announcement is in our FB group. So check out our FB group, yun, okay? Before we go to classwork, let me go to people, Anay. There are about 18 students pa lang. Kaina, 16 pa lang. Pero actually, ang attend sa buong duro, no? Ang iban kaninyo guys, why pa kamo ka ano, sa Google Classroom. So, ang link sa Google Classroom, makita ninyo to ya sa aton nga FB page. FB group. So, pangitaan ninyo to, including the code. Ang code to ya gyapon. So, tanan-tanan, I will check gani guro ang pangalan ninyo kay some of you maybe not enrolled in our class. So that is why nga ano no, and then may listahan man ako nga ginhatag ni Ma'am Alingalan, ni Dr. Alingalan kag ni Sage. So anything that is lacking or not, I can see, I will check it out so that I can make amends with the final list of students for this class sa klase natin. So anyway, and then for the grades naman, it's here. Why pa kamot grade? So this is supposedly kay because ano pa ninyo activity 1 ninyo kag activity 2 ipasa nyo pa sa September 18. So makita nyo progress ninyo sa grade ninyo. Pati yung mga quizzes ninyo kag ang attendance diyan madali ma-reflect guys. Makita niyo this overall grade komparado yung grade ninyo nga baton pa lang. So sa amo pa lang nga week. And then for the classwork, as you can see, guys, we have already posted here your course syllabus. You can open your course syllabus here, and then or you can download it. No. Then we have also on chapter 1, the module is here already. Nakabutang do yung module natin sa chapter 1. So lang tawalan ninyo, i-open ninyo ang PDF kag i-download. So kung i-click nyo dyan, makita nyo module natin. Okay. Now to download it, or to print, pwede nyo ma-print ka direkta or you can download it, no? So, to download, you're going to click here and then open in new window. Pag na-open nyo guys sa new window, that's the time that pwede ninyo ma-download. So, click nyo lang dayon ang download ng button nga diya. And then automatically ma-download na siya. And then, so you can download it. Pag na-click ko ng save, ma-download dun ang in PDF, ang module na to, no? So nga isang module 1 nga dia is libutangin ninyo ITPE 1 dia para hindi ka mo magsala kung mag-download ko mo ka module naton. Okay, sige. So this is our Google Classroom. As I've said, please endeavor guys nga ma-login do ka mo sa Google Classroom naton ha. Hay tanan-tanan dia doon. So for the code of the day, as I've said the other day, i-post ko dia borbay. So, sabtanin niyo ang code of the day para may 10 points ka mo sa attendance or sa recitation ninyo. And our quiz nga dyan sa Friday daya. So, i-open niyo by 10 o'clock ang quiz ninyo. For our grading system, the other day guys, so our category is quiz, 20%. Ang recitation ninyo is 10. Recitation nga dyan, ang after ninyo kadang session nga daya guys. Ang major exam ninyo is 40% and your activity is 30%. So, this is comprised of your grade. Kung paano naman kami i-grade base ang balon nyo, nagapalagpat kami ka-grade ninyo. So, every points counts sa Google Classroom. Tanan-tanan doon. I-quizzes ninyo, activity, pati ang attendance kag ang major examination. So naga-affect sa grade ninyo tanan-tanan at the end of the semester. So this is only for the week number 1 and then for the week number 2 we'll see each other again sa naton. So na-observe ko lang gid duro do nag-attend ka klase naton no. Hay kagina daw duro man sanda and then kamo duro man gawa. So it's good na we have 2 classes, one in the morning or in the afternoon. So guys, pwede man kamo ka-attend ka morning kung gusto nyo if you have time. Pero ang ko lang gid is similar lang gid, parehas lang gid yung lecture ko. So that is why it's very good if you choose one lang no. And then pareho man kamo nga ang attendance. Ang attendance ninyo sa code of the day karon, ang classmate ninyo karon nga kaginang aga, do karon pa lang masabat ka attendance na karon 7 PM. Dungan ka ninyo. Why ko siya gin-open kay ina kay dapat dungan kamo. So lain man anda nga code, ginhambalan ko lang sanda kagina or base malipat sanda hambalay nyo lang nga ano mag-attendance sanda tulad do karon nga gabi. So open ang attendance naton for 7 o'clock this evening until 10 o'clock karon sa gabi. Sabtan ninyo ang code of the day naton. Okay? Sige. So any questions guys before we discuss other matters, no? I think na discuss ko duman kaninyo tanan-tanan luwas sa dang lecture naton tulad ng gabi ay ang pati ang sistema kapag gamit ka Google Classroom naton kag ano. So hindi niyo dun pagtestingan guys ha nga dang magpadaradara ka mga ano ninyo sa classmate ninyo or ano dapat personal niyo gyud yung pagpasa. Kay hindi pwede nga ang gamiton ninyo nga email ad ana ka classmate ninyo. So dapat inyo gid tanang email ad guys ang ano ninyo gamiton. Okay, so I'm ready now for your questions guys if regarding our subject this evening and anything po ano ninyo nga inquire kanakon for the, ano. Sige, if you are too shy to ask question, you can write it, guys, sa chat box. Or if not, just say it, ano lang sa, ano, I'm authorized, what this ganya, I'm allowing you to speak na. You just click your microphone and then you can speak now. So that if you have any questions or queries, I can answer it. For your other subject, ang ano ninyo, midterm final, you just wait for the announcement because hindi mahapos mag-ubra ka exam. Mabudlay mag-ubra ka exam. So I still have no time because I'm trying to create modules pa for my other subjects. So amo da kabudlay ubra ko. Bago abi tanan guys nga ano ko nga subjects. So okay lang man daad kung yagin assign ka na ako nga subject pareho ka nagligad nga tuig. Pero bukon ti bago yung mga subject ko hindi ko kamo pa ma-entertain tulad sa mga exam ninyo. Maybe ma-schedule kita no. Hay gaobra pa man ako ka mga module kag iban or brown sa iban ko nga subject. Hindi lang man it kamo yagin attender ko. So let's give it at a time. I will announce it sa daan ninyo nga FB page, FB group. So I hope nga why pa kamo to nag-delete sa daan ninyong FB group kay tuya ako mabutang ka announcement. I will also post announcements sa FB group naton. So from time to time dapat i-ano ninyo gid ilantaw ninyo permi ang FB group naton. So you can comment there. I will allow you to comment sa FB group naton for a lively discussion, no? Hindi lang scene lang or like ang ginaobra ninyo. Kung may pamangkot ka mo or inquiry party sa mga lecture naton sa schedule, you can tell me. Guys, permanent do daya guys ya naton schedule na amo nga time. Wara it hard copy. John Paul di blagin tudloan taman kamo pag-download kadang kagina. So you can download the for this lang there's no hard copy nga itao pa tulad ay hindi pa man kita ka face to face pa. Why kami naman do karon nga magsigi kami tao pa ka hard copy kay tungod nga wala pa signal ka nga kon mag-print kag magtao ka copy kaninyo. Kay tungod nga hindi pa man kamo kakadto sa eskwelahan, hindi kita ka face to face. So bawal pa kamo guro mag-adto sa eskwelahan, guys. I don't know lang sa iba nyo nga subject na kung gusto nyo personalon nga adtunan kay tungod nga kinahanglan nyo i-comply yung mga grades ninyo. Pero daw ay kami ginmanduan pa ka hard copy. Ang obrahon ninyo is i-download ninyo guys ang module namon sa classroom. Hambal ko gani gid tanan-tanan nga transaction ninyo doon sa Google Classroom do kita ma-interact. That is why natingala gid ako kaninyo nga pira gani ka mo kabilog ang iba ninyo nga classmate ang sulod pa lang ka classroom naton 18 wala pa sanda naga ano ka classroom so base iya matabo karang nagdigad nga sem nga naglagsanay duman kita ka mga requirement amo dumanda matabo kaninyo tulad John Paul duwa kita klase mo di bala ga klase ako aga kag naga-klase man ako at gabi. So di blagin papili taman kamo kung ano nga klase gusto nyo adtunan. Imposible da nga indit signal. Iti kung aga tanaya klase ninyo kung gusto nyo gid mag-eskwela aga pa kamo mabugtaw kag mag-adto sa computeran kag mga lasi tuya. Kahit alas 9 klase naton mo. Ang dukaron nga gabi para lang gid sa hindi ka attend sa morning. Ano pa yung problema naton nga white signal. Iti dang ang ano man kamo kadua man tako o duwa man kita beses mga lasi sa gabi tulad kag sa aga. So pili kamo. Kung convenient kaninyo yung morning ang klase di ba laging announce ko to sa FB group yung klase naton alas 9 guys sa aga. Tuya to nabutang yadang ano naton yadang ano gani Google Meet nanyo. May schedule to ya. Kung ginabasa ninyo sorry. Kung gabasa ka mo guys. Base bala ginalantaw nyo lang yung FB group naton. Kaya ninyo ginabasa. Di bala may ang sa FB group naton. Ang FB group naton, di ba, kung hindi ko magsala, sa FB group naton, nabutang ko mandi ang schedule okay. Darwa guys kabilog ang schedule na ginbutang ko din no. Ang isa is may ano man kung makita ninyong Google Meet na gin-share ko di. May schedule man siya. Kag may link. So, ang first nga schedule, Tuesday, September 14, 6:30 to 7:30 ang tuladaya, guys, na schedule. Pero sa dalom na, Tuesday, September 14, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then may Google Meet man siya. I think 18 yung nakakita kadaya doon. And sa dababaw, do 20 man yung nakabasa. So, ang pamangkot nga kung pwede ka mo pili lang kaklase nyo kung aga or gabi. So, I think why dumat issue sa YIT connection daya, pwede man ka mo adto sa ka-travel, kung nibalay ninyo siguro, white signal, adto ka mo sa may sa mga kilala ninyo nga may signal or sa banwa or kung diin nga lugar. Para mga lase. Okay, doon. Nasabat ko do guys kung ano oras klase naton. Okay, some more questions. Ang kabay pa nga hindi lang matabo ang nagligad nga SEM nga hindi ka mo ka-comply ka ninyo ha. Ka mga activity ninyo kag kay ma-start expectedly mga lase kita gid dukaron kay 13 yung schedule mo. So, na-inform ko naman kamo tanan ka mga kinahanglanon nato, no? So, any more questions pagid? Okay, don't forget the code of the day, ha? Ang natin is thumb sign. So, if you don't have any more questions, may dyan pa. Okay, by the way guys, ang session natin nga tulad ng gabi is i-upload ko man sa sa YouTube. So kung may nabilin pagid nga kag-i-post ko diya sa lang naton sa naton. Yes, kay sir, mo may pamangkot ikaw to?
Why sir na to?
Why sir?
Ay, abi ko may pamangkot ikaw. Abi ko may pamangkot. Okay man lang guys kung guys. Oo. Pamangkot ka mo para maklaruan gid or naton. Actually, ang schedule niyo nga daya, ginbase ko sa schedule ng gintao kanato ni Dr. Alingala, no? Hay, may assignment. Ang ano ninyo sa iba nyo nga subject, di sa man abi ang patakaran. Ma-online class anda. Pero that depends on sa teachers ninyo. Para hindi kita mag-overlap sa iba ninyo nga subject, gin-follow lang naton ang schedule naton nga ano. Ang naglain lang gid ang gabi nga klase ang kita. Kaya okay man da nga mga klase kita tulad, hay why man it schedule nga mo da oras sa iba nyo nga subject. Do kita man lang balay nagpaklase gabi gani karang last time mo. Sa iba nyo nga subject do, I don't know kung nagagabi handa nga klase or hindi. I don't know lang kung may nag-attend kaginang aga nga di adukar o no. Pero kung may dayan, very good man. Pwede nyo man gyapon malantaw. Although may the same man ang lecture abi, sometimes may why ako mahambal nga nga sadya ako nahambal sa panggabi or vice versa no. Pero so that nga patas ang pag-treatment ko kaninyo, it might be that you can actually see the video of the first session and then tulad nga gabi i-post ko man daya gyapon sa naton sa FB group so that makita ka tanan. So amo lang da guro guys, thank you good for attending our class so that I can post na the code of the day and then you can answer it until 10 p.m. no. So thank you Sach, thank you Lorly Grace, Jeremy, Kaiser, Dennis, Jaira, Kenneth, John Christian, Anthony, Jacob, John Paul, Paul John, Vivian, JR, and Winavi. So 15 no ang attendees naton for this evening. I'm hoping ang iba ninyo nga gid, please tell them. Iba ninyo nga classmate, please tell them that gid. Thank you gid Kenneth. Good evening. And then guys, I will stop the recording now. Some more last na nga pabol for the questions or clarifications man or anything nga ninyo. Okay, no more. I-stop ko ng recording. And then pwede do kamo guys ka thank you so much and good evening. So open niyo lang yung ninyo guys ha sa Google Classroom ang attendance ninyo borbay. Okay, so salamat gid kag mayong gabi gid sa tanan.